Ahoy there, Legion! Today should be DevStream 55, and if it is, y'all can expect our ever-speedy recap and review of it on Monday, if you'd rather listen to the condensed version and save you some time. I think we're supposed to see a bit more of Parkour 2.0 and the new iteration of the star chart, which I'll be eyeing like a hawk, so I'll keep you posted. We had a request to review the Quanta by loyal Legionnaire, and in case you're wondering how the heck I knew how to pronounce that, it's simply because I'm Batman. I don't actually have the default Quanta build, but I does have the Quanta Vandal, which was gifted to me thanks to the False Prophet event not too long ago. The Quanta is a curious weapon, which I would best describe as uber utility. The primary fire shoots out lasers which do damage over time. This is rather weird to me as there's some quirks with this function. For example, the primary fire has a fixed rate of about 1 attack per second. This felt really strange in practice as you can tap the fire button on and off and deal 1 tick of damage without actually spending any ammunition. Compare this weapon to the Ignis, you'd think they'd function similarly, being a flamethrower and laser beam rifle, but even just a tap on the trigger of that one and that instantly consumes ammo. Why doesn't this one? For whatever reason, you can use this to your advantage and crack open containers or enemies alike if you are patient enough for nearly no dent to your ammo reserves. If you opt out not to use it like you have space OCD, you'll note the weapon is still very ammo efficient, almost to the point of being a detriment, but I'll get to that in a minute. The secondary fire doesn't zoom like most primaries, but instead performs the logical action of launching a glow-in-the-dark space bubble blocks that bounce around and explode. This functions as the polar opposite of the primary fire and opens up the utility and burst damage potential of the weapon. Not only do enemies, some surfaces, and time trigger the explosion, but your primary fire does as well. You can use this to set up a trap and fire off a cube cluster to cause a chain reaction which will wipe out all but the heaviest of targets. As ammo efficient the primary fire is, the secondary is not. If you focus too much on using the gun this way, you will quickly deplete your ammo, so be careful. As we said earlier, the primary fire is almost too ammo efficient. Unless you have a beast of a loadout or are fighting lower than about rank 30 enemies, you'll be stuck leaving yourself wide open to attack as you slowly chip away at them. You can counter this with fire rate mods like Speed Trigger, or you can zerg them down with your explosions, but it will take a few of those to down an Eximus, and since higher levels spawn more of them more frequently, you'll be forced to rearm or melee at that rate, as ammo mutation doesn't really help too much for rifles. And with that said, our final verdict for the Quanta Vandal is a keeper. While not our favorite weapon, the Quanta's quirks and utility make it a formidable member to your arsenal. It might need a forma to fit a few heavy-hitting elemental combos, but you can still get quite the mileage from it without. As for the default Quanta, I probably wouldn't rate it as high as the supercharge that comes with the Vandal version raise it up a tier, but if you're willing to drop some forma and a catalyst into it, it'll likely treat you just as well. Thank you for watching, Legion. If this review enlightened or embrightened your day, we'd be honored if you like, favorite, and share this video with your fellow Tenno. We always appreciate it when you does. If you want to be even more awesome, be sure to subscribe and join the ever-increasingly mighty Legion. We'll keep you up to date with Warframe stuffs, as well as our other zany content every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. As always, if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment below. Catch you next time, Legion. Take care.